How do you work at your best? Now, for some people, they work better by themselves. Some people like a little bit of ambience. Some people like to work with teams. But how are you the most successful when you're working? I was having a very interesting conversation with my wife the other day about how she works best, how I work best, and how we're really quite different in the way we operate. So I said, well, what's it sort of like for you, to my wife, when you're working? And she said, well, it's sort of like I'm on the train track. It's like once I'm on board, once I'm on track, I just keep going. And I've seen her, she can work non-stop, chugging along, going constantly, not stopping, seeing almost like each run as like a progress. So she sees all that micro progression on that journey and she stays on track. Now, some of the challenges with that is, well, what if there isn't a station? What if there isn't a designated place to stop? How long can that maintain itself before all the fuel it needs to get from A to B is burnt out? So that's what it's like for my wife, and she's very effective and she's very efficient. And I was considering, well, I really struggle with that. I really struggle to have focus on one task. Or I was working on a bigger project that's taking me quite a while, and I was really struggling because I put the whole day aside to do it, and I just don't have the skill that my wife does. Doesn't mean you can't develop these things, but I just don't have that skill or ability, at least in my perspective, to focus in that way. However, when I do focus well, it's like I'm juggling things. For those of you who know, I've done a bit of circus performing. I can fire breathe, bear blow, stilt walk, all that lovely stuff. But for me, it's okay, I want to do a little bit here, but then I can finish that. I want to do a little bit here and finish that, do a little bit here and finish that, do a little bit here and finish that. So for me, I want a variety of different things that I can do, because then I can go from one to the other. And it keeps that sort of momentum, because I struggle to stay focused on that just one thing. Like learning how to juggle, I can juggle, but then just keep juggling. Like I want to put that down and I want to try something else. So for me, having multiple tasks that are broken down and sort of differentiated, that's a really useful way for me to work. So I'm curious, when you're working at your most optimum, when you're working at your most efficient, what's that like for you? Put it in the comments and I'll be intrigued to extrapolate a bit more about that for you. But yeah, as always, keep on taking steps and I'll catch you at the next one.